Brandy. All you need to know about brandy in 10 minutes or less. This is a distilled spirit made from fermented fruit juice. Characteristics. The term brandy is a broad category that includes any distilled spirit made from fermented fruit juice. However, most of them have rules that define their brandy styles, meaning only brandies that follow these regulations can have these names, like with cognac, calvados, or pisco. Origins. Brandy's origins date back to at least the 14th century, with early records showing that it was first distilled by European merchants as a way to concentrate and preserve wine for transport. The name brandy comes from the Dutch word brandewijn, which means burnt wine. This refers to the heating process used in distillation, where wine is boiled to separate alcohol from water, creating a more concentrated spirit. Varieties. Brandies can be classified by the time spent in barrels. Generally, they can be very special, very superior or pale, and extra old. By region, like with cognac or Armagnac, and it can also be classified by the fruit used in production. Grape brandy is the most recognized type of brandy, made by fermenting and distilling grapes. One of the essential characteristics of this brandy is its ability to improve with time. That's why it's aged in oak barrels to enhance its flavors. Some grape brandies, like cognac, follow strict regulations like the grapes that can be used and the length of aging, while others, like pisco, may be unaged or minimally aged. Apple brandy is made by fermenting apples into cider and then distilling the liquid to concentrate the flavors. It has been produced for centuries, especially in France with one of the most famous apple brandies, calvados, made in Normandy. In the United States, the most popular is Applejack, another traditional brandy. Pear brandy, also known as eau de vie de poire, is a brandy made from fermented pear juice, commonly produced in France, Switzerland, and Germany. It is a light and aromatic spirit that captures the essence of pears. Production process. First, harvesting and crushing. The process begins with the selection of ingredients. The variety of the fruit used depends on the region and style of brandy being produced. Then the grapes are crushed to release the juice. The mixture of juice, skins, and seeds is called the must. Second, fermentation. The grape juice undergoes natural fermentation, where the sugars in the juice are converted into alcohol by using natural or other yeast. This creates a low alcohol wine of around 8 to 12% alcohol by volume. Third, distillation. The low alcohol wine is distilled in copper-pot stills. The distillation process separates alcohol from the wine, concentrating the flavors and increasing the alcohol content. Some brandies, like cognac, undergo a double distillation, while others, like Armagnac, only distill it once, which keep more of the wine's original flavor. Fourth, aging. Some brandies are aged in wooden barrels typically made of oak. The aging process allows the brandy to interact with the wood, gaining additional flavors and aromas. The length of aging depends on the style of brandy, some from few years to several decades. The barrels used are different too. Cognac and Armagnac are aged in French oak barrels, American brandies in charred oak barrels similar to bourbon, and pisco in neutral vessels to keep its flavor. Fifth, blending. This is an optional step. In some cases, different batches of brandy may be blended to achieve a consistent flavor. This is common in grape brandies like cognac. Sixth, bottling. After distillation and any optional aging or blending process, the brandy is filtered. Then, to reach the desired bottling strength, master blenders may use additional water. Finally, It is bottled and labeled for distribution. Regions of production. Brandy is produced worldwide, but some regions are famous for their unique production methods. France is considered the most prestigious brandy producer, with two key regions, Cognac and Armagnac. The brandy produced in Cognac have strict regulations and must use specific grape varieties, generally Ogni Blanc. Made in Gascony, Armagnac is distilled only once, with a bolder flavor. Spain is famous for its Brandy de Jerez, which is aged using the Solera system, an aging method where younger brandy is blended with older barrels over time. Chile and Peru produce Pisco, a brandy with no aging, made from specific grape varieties. Unlike other brandies, Pisco is distilled to proof, meaning it is not diluted after distillation, making it a stronger liqueur. Regulations. Regardless of their specific variety or country of origin, there are general regulations that apply to all types of brandies. For example, brandy must be distilled from fermented fruit juice, but if it's made from something besides grapes, it must be labeled accordingly, like with apple brandy or pear brandy. It must have an alcohol content of around 36 to 40%, depending on the country. Some regions may allow a lower alcohol by volume for flavored brandies, but traditional brandy must follow this rule. Also, artificial flavors or sugar generally is not allowed in traditional brandy, except for flavored or lower quality versions. Popular brands. Hennessy is one of the world's most famous and prestigious cognac brands. Their products are widely recognized all around the world. They use the traditional double distillation method in copper pot stills, a requirement for all cognacs, and among their popular expressions are Hennessy Very Special, Very Superior Old Pale, and Extra Old. Fernando de Castilla is a Spanish brandy producer founded in the late 20th century, known for making high-quality brandies in the area of Jerez de la Frontera. The name Fernando de Castilla is a reference to King Ferdinand III, who played a crucial role in the Christian reconquest of Andalusia. Jaime Martin is a well-known producer of cognac, founded in 1724. They are known for aging its cognacs longer than what's required by law, with expressions as Jaime Martin XO, VSOP, and Louis XIII, a cognac aged for up to 100 years. If you haven't tried it yet, you should do it and judge by yourself. And if you want to know more about a specific or your favorite liqueur, leave a like and a comment below.